What happens when an ancient princess gets a second chance at revenge in modern-day London? This is the story of The Mummy, 2017, a wild mix of tomb raiding, action, and supernatural chaos. Let's dive in. We start in ancient Egypt, where Princess Amenet is set to inherit the throne. But after a betrayal, she turns to dark magic, making a pact with Set, the god of death. She wipes out her family, but is captured by priests and buried alive, cursed for eternity in a tomb far from home. Fast forward to modern-day London. Construction workers uncover a hidden tomb underneath the city, accidentally triggering a centuries-old mystery, where we meet Nick Morton, Tom Cruise, a soldier of fortune, and his buddy Chris. They stumble into a firefight, accidentally exposing a massive underground Egyptian tomb. With them is Jenny, an archaeologist with some history with Nick. Inside the tomb, they find an ominous sarcophagus suspended by ropes and surrounded by mercury, a warning to stay away. Ignoring the warnings, because of course, Nick releases the sarcophagus. A sandstorm kicks up, and suddenly, freak accidents start happening. Nick, Chris, and Jenny get orders to transport the sarcophagus back to London on a military plane. While in the air, supernatural forces attack. Birds smash into the plane, chaos erupts, and the sarcophagus bursts open. Nick gets Jenny to safety in a parachute, but the plane crashes, seemingly killing everyone on board, including Nick. Nick sits up, completely fine. No one can explain it, but he somehow survived the crash with no injuries. Nick starts seeing visions of Amenet everywhere. Chris appears too, but he's not looking so good. Turns out, Chris is now one of Amenet's undead minions, and Nick is haunted wherever he goes. Meanwhile, back at the crash site, Amenet wakes up. She sucks the life force out of soldiers, regaining her strength and turning her victims into mindless zombie slaves. Jenny and Nick make it to London, but Amenet isn't far behind. She brings sandstorms, chaos, and her growing army of undead, causing total havoc in the streets. Jenny introduces Nick to Dr. Henry Jekyll. Yes, that Dr. Jekyll, played by Russell Crowe. He's the head of Prodigium, a secret organization that tracks monsters and supernatural threats. Inside Prodigium's lab, we see all sorts of artifacts from previous monster cases. Dr. Jekyll hints at a bigger world full of ancient evils, and Nick realizes he's in way over his head. Amenet is after a mystical dagger and a jewel needed for her ritual. Her goal? To bring Set, the god of death, into the mortal world, using Nick's body as a vessel. Exploding mummies, underwater escapes, and all kinds of close calls as Nick, Jenny, and the Prodigium team try to stop Amenet from completing her ritual. As Amenet closes in on the final pieces for her ritual, Nick faces impossible choices, caught between saving Jenny, stopping Amenet, and his own mysterious connection to the curse. The tension ramps up as Nick and Amenet have their final confrontation in the depths of London, surrounded by water, undead, and ancient magic. But what happens next? Will Nick break the curse, or is he doomed to serve an ancient evil forever? And what about the mysterious world of monsters Dr. Jekyll is hinting at? Want to know how it all ends? Check out The Mummy, 2017, to see who survives, who gets cursed, and what's next in this supernatural universe. If you enjoyed this recap, hit like, subscribe, and let me know which movie to break down next.